Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's Smackdown broadcast live on Fox from the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. In a closing segment designed to celebrate Roman Reigns surpassing 1,000 days as WWE Universal Champion, Triple H presented Reigns with a new Gold Universal Championship belt.
On behalf of the WWE and on behalf of the entire WWE Universe, I would like to congratulate you on surpassing 1,000 days as champion. Something that hasn't been accomplished in WWE in almost 40 years. Truly is epic. To congratulate you and to celebrate this historic achievement, it is my honor to present you with a brand new, undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
In the same segment, the Bloodline storyline was advanced as Solo Sikoa turned on his brother Jimmy Uso, attacking him in retaliation for Jimmy turning on Reigns at Night of Champions. The show closed with Jey Uso tending to his brother Jimmy as Reigns, Sikoa, and Paul Heyman left them in the ring. In Money in the Bank qualifying matches, Zelina Vega defeated Lacey Evans to qualify for the women's match, and LA Knight beat Montez Ford to qualify for the men's match. The opening bout saw U.S. champion Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly emerge victorious over the Brawling Brutes. In other results, Anderson and Gallows defeated Hit Row, and former Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair attacked new champion Asuka during the Grayson Waller Effect interview segment. Afterwards, Belair spoke in a social media exclusive promo.
I think everybody saw what happened at Night of Champions. Yeah, she won, but how did she win? Asuka, you want to be a champion? Then be a champion. Do it the right way. See, I was playing nice. I was trying to be this nice champion, go by the rules, play it by the rules, but now I'm in my feelings. Asuka say nobody's ready for Asuka? Well, Asuka about to mess around and find out.
All Elite Wrestling presented its Championship Friday edition of Rampage last night on TNT, featuring matches taped last Wednesday night in San Diego. Non-AEW titles were on the line in every match, which included Hijo del Vikingo retaining the AAA Mega Championship in a three-way match over Dralistico and Commander.
And Dralistico looking to take advantage.
Should be a big win here for the Masked Man.
Oh, no!
What counter?
Two. Yes! Vikingo!
Out of nowhere came that counter.
This match ends.
The match marked Vikingo's 13th successful defense during his nearly 550-day title reign and his second on AEW television. Also on the show, Zack Sabre Jr. successfully defended the New Japan World TV title against Action Andretti. Willow Nightingale retained her recently won NJPW Strong Women's Championship against Emi Sakura, and Katsuyori Shibata beat Lee Moriarty to hold on to the Ring of Honor Pure title. Following Shibata's victory, he was confronted by Jericho Appreciation Society member Daniel Garcia. Also on the show, it was announced that Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view would be taking place July 21st at the Cure Arena in Trenton, New Jersey. Also last night, AEW presented the latest in its House Rules series of house shows coming to the Cadence Bank Arena in Tupelo, Mississippi. In the main event, Darby Allin teamed with international champion Orange Cassidy to defeat Ethan Page and Big Bill. Both AEW Women's Champions had their first title defenses on the card as Women's World Champion Toni Storm defeated Sky Blue in her first defense since regaining it last weekend at Double or Nothing, and TBS champion Chris Statlander retained against Anna Jay 5 days after winning the belt from Jade Cargill at Double or Nothing as well. In other results from Tupelo, Dax Harwood beat Daniel Garcia, Hook and the Hardys defeated Juice Robinson, Kyle Fletcher, and Preston Vance. Powerhouse Hobbs topped Shawn Spears, and Britt Baker went over Ruby Soho in the opener. Last night's House Rules event was the first pro wrestling show presented in Tupelo since WWE's last house show there 4 years ago. The city was a regular stop for WCW in the mid to late 90s and part of the circuit for the Memphis-based CWA from the late 70s through the mid 80s, highlighted by the Tupelo Concession Stand Brawl of 1979 pitting Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee against Larry Latham and Wayne Ferris. In injury news, Braun Strowman had neck fusion surgery last Thursday, according to an Instagram post by Strowman. Strowman indicated that level 1 fusion surgery was performed on his C4 and C5 vertebrae at Andrews Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Center in Birmingham, Alabama. Strowman, real name Adam Scherr, was diagnosed with a concussion in April, but cleared to wrestle 1 week later. He has not had a match since the May 1st episode of Monday Night Raw. In NXT news, WWE's newest class of NXT trainees for the Performance Center was introduced at the most recent NXT TV tapings in Orlando. A video posted by WWE features the 2023 rookie group, which includes Nigerian multi-sport athlete Ezekiel Balogun, 2021 Olympic Trials finalist Vlad Pavlenko, NCAA Division I football player Hunter Smallback, singer, actress, boxer, and bodybuilder Melanie Brzezinski, and professional rodeo champion Thailand Register, among others. And in streaming news, New Japan Pro Wrestling's US-based NJPW Strong program will now be available as part of the Fight Plus subscription service, according to an official announcement yesterday. In addition to new programming, the service will also offer all previous episodes of the show. The Fight Plus subscription already includes content from several promotions, including Major League Wrestling, Game Changer Wrestling, Insane Championship Wrestling, and others. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.